Welcome back to Frozen Education. Today I'm going to be talking about KTOV. So before we move forward, please make sure to drop a like to this video to help this channel grow. Subscribe and leave your notifications on. Let's jump right into it. So I'm going to go through technical analysis. I'm going to go through the latest news, including the split that has recently happened and how usually stocks perform around the split. Now the split and how I'll be playing the split. Now before if you would like to watch the previous DD on this one, you can find it in the description below. But make sure to watch this one first. So let's move forward here. You get to see that MACD has gone negative actually before even the split news. That's a little bit around 11th of August. So it was already going on a little bit of a downtrend there. The stock has just cut through the 50 SMA and the 200 SMA. So that is bearish. Stock is oversold ever since 11th of August. Stock is moving a little bit sideways on the ADX and momentum has been lost. Of course, that's all towards the 10-to-1 split, but let's look into the 1 hour perspective and see if the stock has recovered a little bit. And you get to see that it did see a massive dip in the extended market and it's actually starting to recover a little bit. A little bit around 1 p.m. here, you get to see the MACD has gone a little bit stronger. The ADX showed a little bit of a strong negative movement that has been a little bit stable, but nothing there other than it saying that it had a bit of a negative impact. William percent R is sitting a little bit around neutral here. I would like to see it oversold, but it doesn't seem to be the case. And you get to see momentum here is a bit more recovered. It did recover a bit more than what it had before. In terms of unbalanced volume, you get to see that it is below the day before, and that is expected with such news. Moving averages have been a little bit bearish ever since the 12, and it did hit a death star around the 12. Even before the 10-to-1 news of the split, it did hit that before. So we need to look a little bit onto moving averages news. So moving averages here on the moving average band, you get to see the stock is trading now below that here on the green. Now I'll zoom in just to make it a little bit clearer, and you get to see that it would be expected to trade between 71 cents and 88 cents, but it really seen a bit of a beating. Now going on towards supports and resistances, what we're going to do here quickly is we're going to go back to the 3 months, try to identify here where the lowest point would be. And so we're sitting at 405 around here. And we get to see that in Fibonacci retracements, it's nowhere to even be seen around. So what we're going to do here quickly is we're going to go 160% around 144. And this plays a little bit more nicer. And we're going to go back to the 1 hour. We get to see that there is a current support sitting at 56 on Fibonacci retracements, below that 55, and above that 57, and closer towards the price, you're seeing a 58. In terms of resistance, we're seeing 0.59, 0.6. 0.61 and then 0.60, okay, again 0.61, so 605 and 61, and then 0.605, and above that we're seeing a 0.71. So there is definitely a massive jump that this one took. It took a dive from the 75 cents all the way down to the 50s and recovered just a little. Now what is the expectation for this stock? Of course there is the news. Well, let's take a quick look into institutional values or institutional buyers. Well, yesterday we do have around 40,000 shares coming in from institutional buyers. Already right off the bat, they raised around 20% off their entrance on there. Today we have around 123,000 more shares coming in. Biggest one is from E-Trade Capital, and it seems that, hey, they believe that the stock will still increase a little bit more or a little bit towards the future if they hold. So that is their expectation on. This one here, Renaissance Technologies, have decreased their entire share. I don't see a lot of reds here. It seems that there is a bit more of purchasing happened in August, and I'm not, well, of course, it couldn't anticipate the 10-to-1 split, but that definitely caught a lot of people off guard, including institutions. Same news here. This one just basically, the way they called it is an ADS ratio change, which is basically a reverse split. So when is this reverse split happening in effect? This will happen on August 21st. It was there on the news as well. And it is marked on my broker saying on August 21st. So you usually expected pre-markets. And I can't wait to see people saying, oh my god, this one jumped like 1000%. No, a 10-to-1. So what happens here in terms of a reverse split? What is the game? Now we have a bit more off a week, so it's not this Friday, next Friday. And the question is whether to basically realize your losses and move forward, or if you perhaps should wait. Now, this is a bit of a very tough one, followed by Friday sell-off. A little bit, it's a little bit of a different situation. So if this was going on, for instance, on a Friday evening, and we're talking about Monday, I would definitely hold. But holding on Friday, the stock price might see a little bit more damage. Now, historically, when a stock announces a reverse split, not a split, so that's different. We're talking about a reverse split. The expectation is that the price, even after the reverse split, does dip before then it has to accumulate before it does see another movement. So for me, I would definitely have sold somewhere closer to the 60s earlier today, around hopefully 63. Now, if there was a spike in the Friday morning, I would definitely sell. And my strategy with this one would be a little bit as follows. I would sell my position, or I would short sell my position, because this company is solid. It has a lot of future. But just because I do want to trade it, meanwhile, I would sell a little bit early on in the morning, and then buy it on the dip, and then just basically record where the walls are and just start flipping it on and off. Now, I know a lot of people hate that, but that might be a really safe way in order to lower your position and keep lowering your average down without realizing losses. You're only moving your average down and playing the spikes, and the debt cap bounces, basically. When should I buy this stock? If you're thinking about buying it, I would say not next week. The week after is where you would consider a buy zone. Now, a lot of people are thinking, okay, Ed, but this one has really took down a beating, 20% up. Maybe we'll go back up. The answer is perhaps it can. We'll do it tomorrow on Friday. I really doubt it because it's Friday sell-off. We'll do it on Monday and recover a little bit of green. There is a really good potential for it to do there. Is there PR coming up soon? There's different PRs and catalysts for this company, as they did play on the COVID. It's basically they have played on the COVID pandemic news. Is there different things coming up for this stock? Yes. Is it between here and Friday? It won't affect it, but I would definitely get off on the next spike and then short my selling down. Sorry for that. I did really a little bit ramble on a little bit. It's a different situation here, and it's a very tough situation to see some. I know a lot of investors here have gone down 20%, and that's a lot of money. But what do you think about this ticker? Make sure you mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like, and you have a wonderful day. And don't forget to drop a like and subscribe and share this video if you like it.